Hello. Jesus Christ.
So, Link Smash 91, thank you for the 13 months of subscription, currently on a year streak. Listen to Band on the Run. So true.
Oh my god.
I just listened to Band on the Run, the Wings album, for the first time today, and my life is different now.
Anyway,
I will let you finish, but I'm in love with my greatest song of all time.
Anyway, hi, welcome back to Spirit of Justice. We are finishing, I believe, Magical Turnabout
Yes.
today.
We are.
Real quick, before we start, I want you to decide for me, sweet
Fight to
or
the death.
sour?
Oh, I was gonna say. I thought you were gonna be like, I need you two to fight to the death, whether the Beatles or Queen is better.
That too, but also
Sweet.
Sweet? Jack, your input.
I'll go. Well. Sorry, man.
Alright, we're going
We're
sweet.
Sabrina girlies, not Olivia girlies. Sorry.
It's on the floor without disturbing this cat. Oh, baby, baby,
That is a
baby.
joke.
You need to trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust
It's
me.
Chapel
Trust
Run.
me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me.
Umami
Trust me.
girlies.
Boy! Good boy! Okay.
Same hat.
Sorry, there is a there's a cat on my chest. I'm trying to be careful.
That's fair.
Okay, anyway. Spirit of Justice, Magical Turnabout! No, don't leave me, I love you. No! The cat left.
So we're halfway through the trial.
Yes.
Yes.
We learned that Bunny Girl is actually Batgirl, and that Batgirl and Bunny Girl, there's actually two. And
In the words of SpongeBob SquarePants, twins.
yes. Maybe they both are in love with Trucy. I don't know. We'll find out. That's the purpose of today's trial.
Let's find out if the Defams are both in love with Trucy Wright.
No, ask her if she has a girlfriend.
Are you single, Trucy? April 28th, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3.
No, we're actually going to cross-examine Trucy, I think.
That was hairy.
Tell me about it. We barely made it through by the skin of my teeth. Only mine, though.
I can't say I'm crazy about that prosecutor Sadmati either. You know, with the way he says, let it go and move on, as if it's nothing.
Let it go.
I tried doing that with my daddy and see where it got me.
Let it go and move on, huh?
Is that? I think
That
I'm
might
I'm
be
gonna assume
you,
that's
Max.
Reten's, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Conclave reference. Go watch the hit 2024 film Conclave, directed by Edward Berger. It's very good. Whoa, boy, am I interrupting a secret conclave of villains or something?
Robert Downey Jr.
Oh my god, it's Robert Downey Jr.
Got your next evil scheme in the works already?
Come here, puppy.
What do you want?
Keep making that face, champ, and everybody's gonna change the channel. Look this way, Trucy. Now smile for the camera. Let's see those pearly whites. Isn't that what the grammar I create? How does it feel, Trucy? Everybody online can't stop talking about you. Calling you a real witch out there. And not with a W. Could this be the end of Troop Grammar?
Go away, you creep!
What a sound effect. Oh, what's this? Something just charged into frame.
She like threw a chair.
It looks like a yellow gorilla or something. Could it be Trucy's pet?
Filming is prohibited inside the courthouse. Do you want me to get the bailiff?
Get a job. Stay away from her. What? Filming? What are you talking about? I don't even have a camera on me.
Huh? What happened to the camera?
It just disappeared right before our very eyes.
Mm. I've been enjoying the rest of the Trilogy show from the gallery.
I was so right, wasn't I?
It's him. It's Zach Grammeri.
It's Volant in disguise.
Third time's the charm, baby!
Finally, Apollo's dad. I know I've made that joke. I put out a call for Trilogy's fans to come and support her earlier, by the way. But I'll get some great footage out of him. This is gonna be good. Hang loose, baby.
Boo, we hate your pussy, boo! He called in some of Trilogy's fans? But for what purpose?
I could have sworn I heard the orca
Apollo?
for a second.
That thing Mr. Rettins just did. That was some ow cat ow.
Sorry, there's a cat under my hat.
Ow! It's controlling me like a ratatouille.
Yeah.
Talk
Sorry,
about a cat in the hat.
Hey!
He got on my lap, and I thought he was gonna chill, but then he decided to climb on my shoulder and start rubbing at my headphones. So that's where we're at.
Let him cook!
Hello. That thing Mr. Rettins just did? That was some high-level sleight of hand.
Huh? Why would he know how to do something like that?
I don't know, but he definitely has some serious magic skills.
Hey, I'm just trying to learn it during the pandemic.
No way. But I thought he said magicians were all a bunch of good-for-nothings. It's almost...
Dalton Reich.
It's almost like... It's the thing I said.
Who
Is
the
this
fuck
me?
is this? Mr. Lawyer?
This might be one of the defams.
Oh, maybe.
know.
I don't know. Mr. Lawyer. Oh yeah,
Oh.
it is Bonnie.
Oh, hello, Bonnie. Can I help you with something?
Well, there's something that's been bothering me.
Really? What is it?
Well, you see,
Hey, dummy, what are you whispering to Lobster Boy about?
Betty...
Who the heck do you think you are? Who the heck do you think you are? Are you crazy? You want a piece of this? You know you have to talk to me first before you do or say anything, you hairbrain. Hairbrain mentioned.
Theo and
But
Joe.
I...
It's
Shut
me,
your mouth, you
Theo
dumb
and
buddy.
Joe from Clanad.
Come with me now. I wonder what was bothering her.
There's no way we're finding that out with Betty constantly hovering over her like that.
Wait. Court is about to reconvene!
Yay.
Will you be alright testifying?
Yes, it's just... I wonder what Mr. Rettins has up his sleeve.
A fifth ace.
I doubt he's bringing in actual fans.
Yeah, probably not. I wonder what he has up his sleeve, too. You better not be trying to get under Trucy's skin right now, of all times.
I will kill him.
That's a dead man.
Right here. In the courthouse. in
I'll go to
front of
jail.
everyone. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a shit anymore. You're Trucy right, and you'll be fine!
Oh,
There goes Apollo with his best trick.
That's right. It's a trick. Let's go with that. Whenever I'm feeling down...
Gaslighting myself.
Gaslighting myself because I can't think about it. Whenever I'm feeling down, I always tell myself I'm fine. I will give no more
Alright.
context.
I'll give it a try. I'm Trucy right, and I'm fine! Thanks, Polly. I think I can do this now.
Atta girl. Good luck up there on the stand. You'll do great.
Oh, that's such a big brother line. I love it. I'm sorry.
Atta girl.
Atta girl.
Thanks. I'll be fine. I can do this.
All right, Justice. You can do this too. Time to focus on the rest of the trial.
I'm so fucking happy. Has he ever called himself Justice before? I need to know this.
Justice?
Yeah,
He
has.
constantly calls himself Justice.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where Here Comes Justice came from.
Yeah,
he always
but, like,
says
I understand.
justice.
No, I understand I understand Here Comes Justice. Like, I get it. Like, but
He hardly ever calls himself Apollo.
Oh, man.
Yeah, his inner monologue. He's like, all right, Justice. Yeah.
I'm over
Oh God.
For some
I'm
reason,
gonna
it just
I'm
did
gonna
not.
move my mic a little bit,
Gord is
or
now.
Sudbody will just be quiet.
Gord is now back in session. Defendant, please step up to the witness stand.
Ta-da!
Trucy Wright, magician.
Here comes the liar, the deceitful bitch,
Throw the murderer in jail!
the last member of that criminal
Boo!
troupe.
We hate your pussy!
Order! The gallery will be quiet. I will have you all thrown out on the spot.
What's with all the hecklers?
Well, the Grandmice did do 9/11, Apollo.
Oh God. I have to answer for all my family's crimes.
I bet they're the fans Mr. Retton's invited.
It's called generational trauma.
What a grade A jerk. He's not gonna psych us out.
Grade A jerk. Oh my god. He's so lame.
What a
I
capital
love
L
him.
loser.
Apollo would unironically, like, be so offended
What a
by someone.
Dorkatron 5000.
Apollo would genuinely be so, like, hurt if someone did the whatever major loser to him.
As if. Now then, Miss Wright. Miss Court would like to know if you switched from the steel sword to a rubber one on stage. So please testify about this issue. She's just gonna try and trick us again with her magic!
Hurry up and convict her already!
Give her the death penalty!
Papyrus?
It's Joey Wheeler! Silence!
Silence.
Silence! All of you! I won't tell you again. Miss Wright, do you feel able to testify?
Yes, I'm fine, Your Honor.
Trucy. I knew I shouldn't have let her go through with this.
I'd like to make a small request. How about, instead of testifying with words, show you exactly what happened? Would that be alright, Your Honor?
Do you remember Turnabout Big Top in the anime? I can do that shit.
Yeah.
You can witness my stupendous sword-switching magic and judge for yourselves.
In spite of everything, it's still her.
It's still her.
Our Trucy is amazing, isn't she?
She sure
Cheers to
is.
that, bruh.
Fucking cheers, I'll drink to that. Hold on. I dropped the lid. She sure is. She's doing just fine
The
up
lid.
there.
The lid.
The lid.
The lid.
A true entertainer always keeps a smile on their face.
See, we're the best streamers because Trucy is like actually our daughter. So like,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
able to actually, yeah.
She's faithfully following the Troop Grammari creed even now. She really is something else.
This is gassing up Trucy the case. No wonder we love it so much.
So true! So true! It's showtime for magical girl Trucy Wright.
Sailor Moon,
I was gonna. I
transformation
forgot.
sequence.
Na, 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 na. Na, na, na. I don't know the words. Na, na.
So something by daylight, something something by
Something by
moonlight.
moonlight.
Done something something something. She's the one named Sailor Moon. Fighting evil by moonlight.
There we go. We switched daylight and moonlight.
Fighting evil by daylight.
That's Spider-Man, I think.
Who's to say she couldn't be both?
So true.
Fighting evil by moonlight,
I mean,
fighting evil by daylight.
I mean, she's got the crescent already in her hair.
That is true.
You see it?
She do.
It's the Lamouard thing.
Watch carefully now, everybody.
Come on, Truce.
Peek. It's Peem.
It's Peem.
It's Squeak.
It's Peem.
The stupendous sword switch.
Ladies and gentlemen, please focus your attention on this sword. Allow me to demonstrate just how sharp this blade truly is.
Oh, damn, girl.
Woo!
See that? No tricks or gimmicks. A very sharp sword indeed. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, watch as I take this sword and... Presto Sordo! There, I've switched it. And now... Huh.
She's so cool.
Truce, you fucking rock.
As you can see, the blade is not steel, but rubber.
She might
Standing fucking ovation.
be the character ever, actually.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Bravo, Mrs. Wright!
Man Ray.
Man Ray. Wow, she switched them in a flash!
Couldn't see her do it at all.
Just when and how did she make the switch?
Hey,
She's completely yaku'd the room.
The hecklers are being drowned out by all the cheering.
Where did the steel sword vanish off to, Miss Wright? In order to deepen our understanding of the case, please tell us if you would. I'm not asking out of mere curiosity, just so you know.
I usually hide the steel sword backstage when I switch them during the show.
So when you thrust the rubber sword into the coffin, the steel sword wasn't even on stage, but behind the curtain?
Exactly. So you see,
Exactly.
there is a trick and a gimmick to it after all. And as for where the steel sword went when I performed the trick just now,
Your Honor, can you pull it out of your
it's a secret.
Your Honor, what's that in your ass?
Clavier, get
That's
out
where
here.
the Clavier just like walks in, like, why is there a sword in mine ass?
just like waddling in, like,
Who?
when did this happen?
I just
Mine anal beads got replaced. Hi, Toby. Hi, Toby. Listen,
These fingers up mine ass. I think about that a lot.
these fingers are going up mine ass.
It's a secret. Wouldn't want to spoil the magic for you now, would I?
Ho ho ho, jolly you say.
Merry Christmas.
That's our Trucy.
It is still liturgically Christmas.
Yeah,
it is. Until the 7th, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Miss Wright?
Well,
Clavier, I'm so sorry. Getting pegged isn't gonna fix it. Well, it's not gonna make him worse.
I think actually it is the 6th this year. Let me see.
I.
Yeah, it is the 6th.
That part
Okay.
where you spun around. That's an actual part of the sword switching trick you do for the show, right?
Right. The other parts, like the apple, were just to help with my explanation here in court.
Oh.
hit the apple.
Yeah! That's funny. I think I found an inconsistency in her testimony.
Rose is standing there.
And it looks like I'm not the only one. I don't know what it's doing there. But now that I've found it, I have to get to the bottom of it.
I mean, of her mistake. Now then, Mr. Justice, you may go ahead and question the witness. But try not to ask dumb questions and spoil this wondrous magic.
I thought this was supposed to be my cross-examination. Toby, you want to come here? You want to come here?
Can you make her dance by making her go back and forth? Like really fast.
Okay, hold on.
Does it let you?
Hold on.
It does. It's not really that exciting though. Okay.
There it is.
So the
Show me
spin
that
move is
shit.
the switch. Hold it. So, okay.
So you switched swords when you spun around just now.
That's right. It's the same way I do the trick in the actual magic show, too. But I'm also doing a lot of extra things that I don't do during the show right now, though.
The key point is the sword switching. If only we could prove she did it during the actual show, too.
See, this proves that Spirit of Justice is better than the Great Ace Attorney 2, because this game has Trucy in full motion doing a testimony. There's
I thought you were just gonna
nothing
stop at this is
you were gonna
better than
end it.
Tagachu because this has Trucy.
This is Trucy. I rest my case.
That's fair. That's a good argument, actually. What's the matter, Apollo? You look troubled.
Oh, it's nothing. What? Oh, this is quite the pickle. How should I go about handling this?
All right. Well, what is the contro? Dick.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
Dick. Oh, that's my. Oh, please continue. Yeah.
No, I'm also like trying to think.
So the spin move is the switching of the swords.
Yeah, I don't remember her like doing that though.
Yeah. Can we go and look through the evidence and see?
I sure would like to.
So we have this, and then
Yank!
Skadoosh. And we have Trucy. She like swings it around, but she never does the actual spin.
Yeah. Unless it's in the cut, in the footage there, but I'm assuming that cut is like...
It could be, but...
Also, why is there a cut in the fucking footage?
Because the person who's running the camera... Wasn't he like obsessed with the... Oh no, isn't that with the guy in the TV studio was like, I want footage of the bunny girl or something. I don't remember. Anyway.
Truce, you didn't do that in the show though.
So that will be our contradiction.
Truce,
Okay,
you didn't
let
spin. Yeet! She's so cool.
She's so cool. Okay. Yeah, she didn't do the spin. Have you ever laced your penis with a razor blade, stuck it into an orifice, and spin?
Miss Wright, there's something I'd like to confirm with you. Have you ever laced your penis with razor blades, stuck it in a room, and spun?
Orifice.
Stuck it in an orifice and spun.
What, Apollo?
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna
I
be
just
so
heard. I heard Clavier's voice in my head say some weird shit, and I thought it was.
The ghost of Clay Terran has just spoken into my soul, and I needed to channel it like some kind of spirit medium.
Clay, honey,
You ever heard of
hear
automatic
you.
writing? I just hear voices in my head. Sometimes I can still hear his voice.
Sometimes I can still hear his voice. There seems to be a discrepancy between the way you performed the trick for us just now and the way it appeared in the show footage.
What? But that can't be. I performed it exactly the same way both times.
Then what's going on here?
What the heck is going on here?
I will do it for you. Miss Wright, I have the show footage right here, and the part where you twirl your cape around is missing from it.
What? But I did it!
So, it really is the exact moment you switched the swords?
Yes, that's right.
No, I knew it. Well, I certainly never expected the defense to expose the accused's lie for me.
Clearly you haven't been an ace attorney much, because we do that all the time. We argue against our own case all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Mr. Justice, does this mean you are arguing that the defendant did not swap the swords during the actual magic show?
No, Your Honor. That wasn't my intention. I mean...
I did swap them. I know I did. I'm absolutely sure of it.
Objection!
Human memory is unreliable at best, but in this case, I am afraid that it is the witness herself who cannot be trusted. We can see the footage for ourselves. The claims of this witness are false.
But
Now that it has been proven that the accused did not swap the swords, it means that the use of the steel sword to pierce the coffin was wholly intentional. Ugh. And, by the way, was it not you, Mr. Justice, who argued that Mr. Rias's death was not an accident, but murder? I assume you have no objections to that still? It was, after all, your own assertion. The defense?
the defense has an objection. To you, Mr. Apollo Justice.
Oh, come on.
I demand you withdraw the discrepancy you pointed out now.
But there is a discrepancy, and it must mean something. I'm sure of it.
If I've learned anything from the last game, it's that you have to disguise the truth when you find it.
Every time.
Would the defense team kindly save their spat until after court is adjourned?
No.
The lovers' quarrel.
Never fucking say that again, Your Honor.
Now, after all this debate, it seems we've come back around to the original argument. The defendant knew about the prank plan that would place the victim inside the coffin. Once more, the defendant did not perform the sword-switching trick on stage.
Through her actions, I'm afraid I have to see the true intentions of the accused. Her murderous intentions.
Her intentions of evil.
Her intentions of doom.
It's such a shame.
But I did switch the swords, I swear!
Oh, you're knee-deep in it now, Justice. We are knee-deep in the paint.
They're fucking our pussies, sir.
Excuse me?
Hey, girlie.
Let's see, you are... Which one again? Benny? Buddy?
It's Bonnie. You were mixing the two names together, Your Honor.
Oh, pardon me.
My
Do you have
bad.
something... My B. Do you have something you wish to say, Bonnie?
Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to testify.
Where'd my mouse go? There's it. About what?
The more I think about it, the less possible it seems. I don't believe Trucy killed Mr. Rios.
Bonnie? Hold it! Hey, what's the big deal? Such an incredibly gifted and talented...
Oh, no, that's
you,
me.
sorry.
That's me.
I was still moving.
Such an incredibly gifted and talented magician would never commit murder.
Well-
I refuse to believe it.
Bonnie,
Well.
how much history do you know? Are you new here? What are you
You're not gifted,
talking about?
intelligent magician.
What are you talking about? You harebrained hair? You harebrained whore? Keep your back.
You
keep your
whore-brained
trap
whore.
shut. I got a bag of baby carrots for you, so chew on those and pipe down.
That's so fucking dumb.
No,
Just
I
trying to
won't be
shut her up.
quiet.
The
I
bag
stuffed a
of baby
potato in her
carrots.
mouth.
No, literally. That's the vibe.
What's the matter with you? Didn't you hear me?
Trucy said something to me once.
She called me a harebrained whore. Huh?
A whore-brained hair.
She
Whore-brained
said, no matter how
Hold on.
scared you get, no matter how mean people are to you, you can't give in or give up. That's what being a professional magician is all about.
I love Fight Like a Fae.
Isn't that right, Trucy?
That might actually be What Have I Done. I'm never sure. Is it both of them? I don't know.
That's right, Bonnie.
It might just be Tomorrow at Last. I have no idea.
I've always been afraid to stand up to Betty, afraid to defy her, so I did what she said. But when I saw Trucy today, she gave me strength.
So fucking cold in here.
Yeah. Yeah, Brooklyn Rage.
Can you turn the heater on in
Can
here,
you
Your
turn
Honor?
the heat up?
I'm looking
Seeing
for the
her
composer
courage,
as we speak.
the way she kept smiling despite everything, she's just incredible. So, I'm not going to run away. I'm scared, but for once, I'm going to be brave.
I believe this is Horiana.
What have you done to my sister, Trucy, right? You practically brainwashed her.
It's the power of Trucy's conviction. That's what it is. It touched Bonnie's heart.
1 second. Toby, come here.
I love metaphor refantasio.
We get there when we get there. Oh, good boy.
Correction, this is Masami Onodera. I was like, I'm literally trying to
I've
find
grabbed
this
the
reminiscent
boy.
theme.
The boy is so
Boy.
secure. The
This
boy
one
is
must come
secure.
back in the 4th case.
My boy went to the other room because he's mad at me.
I hit my mic. Yeah. Trucy really is one magical girl.
Trucy's the fucking best.
She's the GOAT. Bonnie, is the topic of your testimony related to that thing that was bothering you?
Please don't flashback.
The thing you tried to tell us about in the lobby during the recess?
Whoosh.
I have something I need to tell you.
But I'm not going to tell you shit until later. Ever
Oh.
since I saw the show footage, something's been nagging at me. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but something is off. I feel like something about it is different from what I saw on the stage.
What do you mean by that?
Sorry.
I wonder if what was shown on TV is really the same as what happened on stage.
Objection.
Apollo and Athena, you were there. Why can't you remember?
My memory for details is shit. Of course it is. The show has only been performed once, after all. It can't show anything other than what happened on that stage yesterday.
Objection!
Oh my god, can I have my other earbud? Thank you. But Bonnie's testimony deserves our attention. We have to examine the show footage.
Show footage.
No.
What can we check it against? Do we have other footage of the show?
Well,
I have some show footage.
you do?
One of the TV station's cameramen said he was a fan of mine.
Are you eating my earbuds?
He
Oh,
kept
there
his
we go.
camera on me throughout the entire show. And then, afterwards, he gave me the footage he shot as a present.
He did.
Well, there could be worse presents.
True.
To tell you the truth, I thought it was kind of creepy, so I was going to get rid of it.
Hold it!
Please submit that footage to the court.
Now then, let's take a look at this new footage. A whole nother angle.
Backstage angle, okay. Or not backstage, I guess wing angle. Ew.
Oh, God. Oh, ew.
Stop it! Sorry.
Amazing. Oh. Well.
Hi, Toby.
Get
Deserve.
fucked, dude.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay then.
Wow.
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 He really did keep his camera on Bonnie the whole time. Wow.
Wow. I think this cameraman needs to keep his personal feelings out of his work. Or do porn or something.
Or, yeah, film anything else. Well, defense, do you still believe this new show footage is worth inspecting?
Yeah.
Of course I do.
Wow. Okay. So, how are we going to go about this?
How do you want to do this? Let's try comparing the two. You might find an inconsistency between them. I hit the wrong window. Shit. 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 There we go.
An inconsistency, huh?
Hi, Toby.
Inconsistency,
Yes.
sir.
The two pieces of footage are of the same scene, so they should match up. But Bonnie felt there was something off about the original footage. So if we can pick out what's different between the two.
We'll know what Bonnie found strange.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Plus, we may figure out why the original doesn't show the sword switching trick. Ah! Okay. There we go. Your Honor, the defense would like to compare these two pieces of show footage.
Alright. Do
Hell
it.
yeah.
I'll allow it.
What a waste of time.
Apollo, do you know how to compare the two pieces of footage?
Are you gonna teach me a new mechanic, or are you asking if I'm stupid?
Hey,
Yes.
Apollo, have you ever watched a video multiple times?
Yes.
No, I've never.
No, I've never done it before.
I'll give you a little lesson then. Use the video player's buttons to go through the footage. When you want to speed through, use the fast forward button.
Fuck. Thank you.
And if you want to go back, use the rewind button.
Whoa.
If you want to halt the playback, just use the pause button. Oh, and by the way, if you fast forward or rewind when the playback is paused, you can do a slow frame-by-frame playback.
Okay. So how do I switch between the two videos?
Just use the switch camera button. Now, it's really dumb. Now, if you find a difference between the two pieces of footage, put the cursor over what's different and present to the court.
Thanks, Athena. You really know your stuff.
Not
a
really.
widget.
I just gave it some gusto and then went with my gut on most of it.
What? God, I'm sure hope she guessed right. We all know Gen
just
Z
said
doesn't
some
know how to
random-
use old technology. Anyway, let's give it a try.
All they know is
VCR.
all they know is eat hot chip and lie. Okay. So we know the difference, right?
It's that
Like,
the
we saw
footage
what
was
was different.
fucking cut.
No, it's
Man, you have so much faith in me sometimes.
well. Where was the cut in this footage?
We'll get to it. Hold on. Hold on. Right there.
Right there. Yeah. It is unfortunately asking you what is different between the two. It's not asking you for the
Oh,
cut.
so I have to technically be like, oh, the fucking cards or whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
there it was.
they are. Wee.
Yeah.
Thank you for having a perfect frame that has
The cards.
the cards. Where's my present button?
Present. It's all the way on the left.
Oh my god.
Take that!
This is it right here. Take a good look at this scene and compare it to the video shot from the front.
Oh, the playing cards don't appear in the video shot from the.
Hey, you're right. What's going on here?
That's
Miss
when
Wright.
she yeets the sword off stage.
What can you tell us about these playing cards?
Oh, those? They're the cards I throw when I do the sword switching trick.
What?
Just not like right now, though.
Don't worry about it.
Mr. Justice, does this mean we've been had?
We've been got. Yes, it means that the sword switching trick was cut from the TV show footage.
Uh-oh.
So the footage was edited.
Have I been had?
Yes, with malicious intent. And that is absurd.
Well, we must get to the bottom of this right away. Bailiff, the TV station might still have the unedited footage. Go see what you can find out.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hold it!
Hold it.
Oh my god, you don't wear socks? You fucking freak.
You just noticed.
I'm not usually looking at his grippers, excuse me. It's you.
Despite everything, it's still me. Because it's you is the original line. Now, hold up, Your Honor. This is all just a big misunderstanding, believe you me. Give a guy a chance to defend himself before you start pointing fingers.
Ow.
Like I've been doing for Trucy. And who might you be? Right, sorry about that. Got ahead of myself there.
You kind of look like the Roblox face.
Here's my business card. Charmed to make your acquaintance, Your Honor. Oh, well. How very polite of you. It's lovely to meet you too, Prosecutor Sadmati. Please take my card.
A business card. Ah, yes.
I've heard of this. I've
Heard of those before. I've read about this custom among businessmen in this country. I have even familiarized myself with the various replies. how do you do, good sir? Or, what's crack-a-lackin', homie, for example.
Classic Naida line. Ho ho, jolly, you say. You're from Take-Two TV, are you, Witness? Come to think of it, I believe I've seen you on television before.
Yes, Roger Reddens, otherwise known as the Ratings Raja. He's a TV producer and appears on many of his own shows as of late.
Sam Reich.
Sam Reich. He is best known for his... Oh, baby. He is best known for his catchphrase, hang
I've
loose,
been here the whole time.
baby. I've been here the whole time.
Oh my, so you're the Ratings Raja. Hang loose, Judgy baby. Nice courtroom you got here.
Be a shame if someone blew it up.
I never thought I'd get to meet you in person. But Prosecutor Sudmati, how do you know so much about him?
In preparation for the case, I watched all of his shows.
All of them.
I found the Ratings Raja Goes to Burger Barn of particular interest. It inspired me to visit that restaurant straight away to learn more about the local cuisine.
Wait, this is actually
What
funny.
a guy.
What, you went to Burger Barn?
It was fucking disgusting. But go off.
It's
What
like,
is up?
okay, so the thing about White Castle, and unfortunately Steak and Shake is like this too. Have you guys ever played The Legend of Spirit Tracks?
No.
No.
Damn. Okay.
I always
in
wanted to,
Spirit
but I never
Tracks,
did.
There is like a central tower. Maybe chat will know. There's a central tower where like after you beat a dungeon, like you unlock like the next levels on each tower, and in that tower there's like certain regions that you stand in, like because you're trying to avoid guards, and like when you stand in it, it's like your health is being sapped away. That is the experience of being inside of a White Castle. And a Steak and Shake. I'm like, every moment I spend here, I can feel myself getting ill just by being in this space.
That's also Shake Shack a little bit. You get Shake Shack and you're just like, this is gonna feel like shit in about 20 minutes, but oh, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
No, like being in Shake Shack is like, fuck yeah. And then 20 minutes after eating Shake Shack, well, this fucking sucks. What the fuck?
Yes, literally.
Actually, it's not too bad over here, thankfully.
The quintessential fast food experience.
Yeah. Well, if you want to talk about good fast food, we can talk about like Portillo's and shit, but whatever. You must have really want to try it, buddy, because that line, I guess that's supposed to be what, In-N-Out?
Compared to my ascetic training,
California.
an hour's wait is nothing.
In-N-Out, I do miss In-N-Out. There's like a couple locations in Texas, and they were all near me, and I was like, thank God. Their burgers, fucking awesome. Their fries, fucking ass.
Yeah.
And that's the In-N-Out experience.
Shake Shack burgers are only good if you get it with sauce. Like if you get it with Shake Shack sauce, like that's like they're made for that. If you tried it, because usually my go-to is like either like plain with ketchup. That's like usually how I like to start. Maybe I add on stuff later. You can't do plain with ketchup for Shake Shack. It just feels like nothing.
Yeah.
The only reason those burgers work is because of the sauce.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I recommend the Southwestern burger with jalapeno jack cheese, by the way.
Jack reference.
Jack?
Like that's what they used to call me back in college.
Jack or jalapeno Jack?
Jalapeno Jack.
Hell yeah.
Is that what you call Amy sometimes? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to both of you. I'm so sorry. I know you're hearing me. I'm sorry.
Anyway, go to Culver's and get yourself a double butterburger cheese to have the best time of your life.
Yes, and with cheese curds, that'll be good.
Yeah, the fries are pretty solid too. I will say though, Shake Shack fries are a better version of Culver's fries. I'm sorry, but they are.
Oh damn! I was hoping that she was on the train and didn't hear that.
Same with Portillo's. As fucking goated as Portillo's is, there are better fries out there.
Red
I
Robin
really hard
fries are
time
good.
picturing him in line for burgers.
Our tangent about fast food aside, what is this misunderstanding you mentioned? You see, it's when you say something and then someone interprets it differently than you intended.
Ugh.
Well, for starters, it's true that the footage was edited. You'll get your hands on this anyway, so I might as well show you the unedited. It's a pretty long video, so I'll just show you the part with the playing card. You can see the cards when Trucy spins around, so keep your eyes... Whoa, playing cards be upon ye. See the part that was cut where Trucy switched the swords? She spins around and the playing cards go flying. Things like it's supposed to be. And it seems the defendant really did swap swords during the trick.
Which means the sword Miss Wright thrust into the coffin was the rubber one.
Yes.
In other words, hold my hand, Miss Wright couldn't have killed Mr. Rias.
Hold it! Yeah, see, that's the first misunderstanding, right?
What do you mean?
Well, Trucy definitely did swap swords, as you saw. So yeah, maybe she didn't kill Mr. Rias when she stabbed the coffin. That just means he was killed after he showed up pretending to be a corpse.
So what you're saying is that up to that point, everything was going according to the script? If that's true, then when and how exactly do you think he was killed?
It was after the dragon set piece came crashing down. I say Trucy murdered Mr. Rias when she was hidden from view behind the set piece. She easily could have done it behind that huge dragon, and nobody'd be the wiser.
Won't there be blood on the cardboard? I see. Indeed, there is a ring of truth to your assertion.
You bet. Plus, there's a suspicious-looking shadow in the footage, too.
Oh my god, have you guys seen
Oh,
Sonic the Hedgehog 3?
shadow. Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
I want to see it so bad. I've heard it's so fruity. I want to see it.
It's good. So my thing about Sonic, I promise this will be a tangent. My thing about Sonic 3 is that, but because it's a direct adaptation, it's a much closer adaptation of Sonic Adventure 2 than like the previous movies were to the games. I have more nitpicks about how it was done, like the adaptation, if that makes sense, because the other ones are like basically original stories that are inspired by things from the other games, but this is just an adaptation of SA2. Oh, yeah.
But the original Sonic Adventure 2 doesn't have Stobotnik in it.
That is true.
So really,
I mean, I'm not saying that's one of the parts I don't. I mean, I like it. I'm not saying I don't. I mean, yes, Stobotnik is yes. Of course. It's toward the end of the footage, just before the dragon hits the stage. Might be easy to see it for yourselves. Skadoosh. It's only for a split second, so it's hard to catch, but look here.
No, there was one earlier than that. Fuck off.
This suspicious shadow must be Trucy. She's using the steel sword she hid behind the curtain to kill the victim. Now that you mention it, I suppose it does look that way.
Objection!
Nuh-uh. This witness is just trying to ram his theory down our throats, Your Honor.
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know. I felt the spirit of this
The ghost
British
of
man.
Terrence.
And that's not all. Aren't we forgetting? We ramming down throats? Yeah. That we're shoving it down the witness's throat and making him choke on it. That the witness willfully edited the sword switch out of the footage.
You see, there's your second misunderstanding right there. Your Honor, would you mind if I testified about it? I've seen people testify on TV. I always wanted to shot. That'd be fine with me. Prosecutor Sadmati.
This is quite unexpected. It threatens to disrupt the karmic course of this case.
Hey, lighten up, pretty boy.
Shilong Lang.
Oh, I could use much worse words. You're gonna like what I gotta say, promise.
Excuse me?
Hey, just because I'm gay doesn't mean I can't be homophobic.
That's very true. You look like you own an IKEA shark. Very well. However, if you do anything
He's got white hair and pronouns.
You're gonna make me say the word. If you do anything to impede the last rites for the victim, I will have you removed.
Come on.
Come on.
All right, with Prosecutor Sadmati's permission, please give us your testimony. Roger retins the ratings Raja. Now, Kaiser of the courtroom. Can I say that? I'm taking over the floor, so listen up, lawyer.
He is the kind of TV guy who would say shit like that, and you
Like,
kind of
"Oh,
look
can I say
around
that?"
at each other, and you're like, did he just fucking say that?
Boy. Footage is meant to be edited, I tell you. Scenes are spliced together, and long or boring scenes are cut out. All the stations edit footage this way. It wasn't like it was done maliciously or something. It was just a coincidence that particular scene was cut. It wasn't intentional. What, you got some proof that I had an ulterior motive for editing that footage?
Because you're man of mystery.
Huh?
Listen, I've been saying it this whole fucking case. As soon as Roger Retton started talking shit about the Grammarize, I was like, why do you care so much when the only other person who we know who has this much, like, negative energy towards Troop Grammari is Mr.
Christoph
Rios.
Gavin.
Is Christoph it's also Christoph Gavin, but Christoph Gavin's out of the picture. Is Mr.
So you
Rios.
think?
I do think very much.
Are you sure he's not the third Gavin brother?
The third Christoph Clavier Ken.
Roger.
Roger. He's still just Roger.
So you're saying it was a coincidence?
Oh, baby boy. Oh, baby boy does a big stretch.
That's right. You got the picture.
Objection!
Coincidence. I think not. That's just a little too convenient if you ask me.
Oh, an objection. How cool. Sure packs a whole lot more punch when you hear it live. Do that again. I want to get another shot from a different angle.
My objection is not for your entertainment.
And cut. There. I got some good stuff there.
Fuck. What do you mean? Plug the fuck back in.
Mr. Rattin's filming is prohibited.
You're trying to
inside
get me
the
to say
courthouse.
Coolsville sucks.
You're trying to get me to say Coolsville sucks.
Whoops, my bad, Judge. If the defense has an issue, we can point it out during God, isn't it great that, like, you can have a court scene that is, like, paced well? They realize that they shouldn't 5 minutes of exposition between testimony.
Oh, they've learned so much. Ow, fuck, that hurt. Just meant to be edited, I tell ya.
Boy.
Scene just placed together. One's gonna cut out. It wasn't done maliciously.
It was just a coincidence.
There are no coincidences, only patterns.
Hold it!
Present the badge. Of all
I'm
the
a
scenes
lawyer.
You could have cut, that's you.
You were so confident. Of all the scenes you could have cut, why would you fucking choose that one? It seems like too much of a coincidence to me. No, you stay. Toby. Ow! 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 Fuck. Ow!
We got Gina's dog now.
I'm good. Alright.
Oh, so now you're gonna tell me how I'm supposed to edit my programs? Big Shot? Oh my god, Big Shot. Delta Room reference.
Be a big shot.
You gotta make the tough choices, like which content gets cut.
Then let me ask you this.
Why did the 5th case get cut from my first game?
Let me ask you this. Why exactly did you make such a tough choice in this case?
You wouldn't understand, champ. It's all about artistic vision.
I know about autistic vision.
I tell ya, people tell you how to do your job when they don't know the first thing about it. First, you gotta be as slimy as possible.
I may not know TV, but I know evidence law. And boy, do I have some for you, champ. I might not be able to show that you're
so stupid.
He's so great. I might not be able to show that your selective editing was intentional. However, I know you bear the defendant ill will. And this evidence proves it. Because we canceled you on Twitter. Oh, because she signed the contract.
Well,
maybe.
That doesn't prove ill will.
Oh, because this whole thing was against her. Yeah?
Yes, but that's not what it says on the,
Fuck!
the thing. There is something else.
Alright.
I mean, I guess the thing with the script is, oh, it was all just a joke. I don't actually think poorly of you. It was just like a bit, you know. So there's something that like proves that like he was trying to take advantage of her in some other way.
And it's not the contract.
No.
Okay. Is it just the fucking clipboard where it's like you Damn
because
it.
because it's the yeah, no, it is.
Oh, it is the clipboard.
Sorry, did I say? Yeah,
You said
it
no,
is.
and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Take that!
Huh? What's that you got there?
This is the contract you had Miss Wright sign just before the magic show.
Oh, I guess the contract does work too. All right. Well, thanks, Strategy Wiki, for leading me astray.
We shouldn't be surprised about Strategy Wiki being rude when it comes to Ace Attorney games.
Hey, it's good. It's very reliable. It is well formatted.
You will not talk shit about Strategy
You will
Wiki
not
in my
talk
house.
shit about strategy.
You come into my house. This contract between the first party.
You come onto my Twitch channel.
You come into my Twitch channel. This contract between the first party, Take-Two TV, and the second party, Miss Wright, reads: if, through the fault of the second party, the show must be cancelled in part or in full, the second party will pay $3 million as compensation to the first party.
$3 million. That's a completely unreasonable sum.
I couldn't agree more. And of course, Miss Wright doesn't have that kind of money. Nevertheless, Roger Reddens had her sign this unreasonable contract anyway. Or more accurately, he conned her into signing it.
Conned her? How did he do that?
There's a trick to the clipboard that was used by Miss Wright to sign her contract. It houses carbon paper that can secretly copy her signature onto other documents.
Oh, come on now. Quite a nasty accusation. For starters, you don't have any proof that I don't have any proof I had anything to. Just because Trucy and her agency can't pay up. $3 million. That's totally out of reach for the average. What's the line where it's like, it's a new, what is it? How much could, I don't remember it. In any case, this is important new information. Please, Mr. What's your proof linking me to that clipboard?
Doesn't it have your fucking name on it? Am I crazy?
No, but there is something. I see. Oh, okay. I see what this is. So you know that's the contract. Uh-huh.
Oh, it's just that her signature was forged on this and she didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, and it says get the video camera.
Objection!
I don't know.
You must be quite the con man if you can fool a magician with a simple trick. But if you think you can con a lawyer, you're very much mistaken. I mean, there was one magician who could do that actually. I mean, there were two magicians, but it was kind of just the one who did very much con a lawyer, but...
Hey, kid, would it kill you to enunciate in front of the camera? You know, like a newscaster.
I'd like you to take a look at Miss Wright's signature here on this note. Now let's compare that signature to the one here on this contract.
Oh, this is it. It's one banana, Michael. What could it cost? $10?
$10? $20?
Oh, would you look at that? They're exactly the same. Newsflash's signatures.
That's right, Your Honor. Not just similar, but exactly the same.
Exactly.
Exactly. Nobody can sign their name in exactly the same way twice, unless it's a copy. These signatures are proof positive that you conned Miss Wright. And they definitively prove your malicious intent.
Let's go! Jack and I jamming out.
Yeah.
A new chapter of Trials, or whatever it's called. What is it? A new era begins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say, not bad, lawyer guy. Didn't know you had it in you. I follow those objection themes. This is really getting interesting now. It'll get great ratings for sure.
Don't try to dodge the issue, Mr. Reddens. The fact is that you bear ill will against my client. So the show footage was definitely edited with malicious intentions. Isn't that right?
Objection.
What a forced argument, Defense. All you've really proven is not his ill will towards Miss Wright, but his pecuniary greed.
I love the little hand symbol he does. Like he's about to say like, sick burn, bro.
Go off, King.
Yes. That's right. I just wanted money, baby. Fat stacks of cheddar. That's all. After all, I never even crossed paths with Trucy before this magic show. I'd have absolutely no reason to bear her any ill will, right?
You didn't bear her any ill will, huh? Fat chance. This guy definitely has some major hate for Trucy.
It's called every Ace. It's called the Ace Attorney fan community circa 2000. Oh,
Yeah.
it's fucking cold in here.
I can't
All this
prove it
forced
with
hate
anything.
for Trucy.
It's so forced. I can't prove it with anything, but the things he said all point to that fact. There must be something between the two of them that gave birth to this grudge. Ow, some sort of connection that not even Trucy is aware of. Your Honor, I'd like to argue that Roger Reddens and Trucy Wright must have crossed paths before. There must be some hidden connection between them.
Hidden?
Connection.
What is it now?
Just what are you getting at, Mr. Justice?
It is futile to even ask, Your Honor. Surely it is just another one of the defense's feckless claims.
Objection.
Fuck you, I don't even know what that means.
I'm not fuckless, I get mad dick! But you don't seem to have a very high opinion of me, but once you hear my argument, you wish you'd taken me a whole lot more seriously. Will I really? Very well then. Do proceed.
Did you figure something out, Apollo?
No, I just really wanted to bicker more with Nayuta.
Maybe the butler shot him.
Nope, not a thing. That was just some
good old-fashioned
that was just some
bluffing.
good old-fashioned bluffing, courtesy of Mr. Wright's fine training.
Oh, sorry. I hope you know what you're doing.
Gonna make such a bold claim, Mr. Justice. I hope you're ready to elaborate. The connection between the defendant. What the fuck?
I don't want to say it.
What the fuck?
I don't want to say it.
What
Why
the
is this-
fuck?
The
Don't make
second
me.
time something like this is going to happen in this game.
If I had a nickel
fuck?
for every time someone was like, they're dating, I'd have 2 nickels.
They're dating? I wanna read that dialogue. Don't click it, but I wanna read that dialogue. Where is the fucking magical
The
turnabout
transcript.
Oh, boy.
God, I just have like a chill go down my spine. Right
That's
disgusting!
fucking awful.
That's so
Hold on.
nasty.
Yes. Okay. Oh my god. You're the one who came up with such a disturbing idea in the first place. What was I thinking? All I ended up doing is grossing everyone out.
Yeah.
God. Thank
You're
God.
right.
Sleight of hand trick Mr. Rettens did during the recess earlier.
Okay.
What if? How about if
How about if?
Mr. Reddens is a magician too?
How about it? Right? How about it? Yeah, no, literally, it's the same shit. How about if? What kind of What kind of
Kind of
defense is
argument.
that? What kind of argument is that?
What kind of defense for your argument is that?
Yes. That's the line.
Well, if he is, he may have had some contact with Miss Wright somewhere along the way.
Objection.
Your argument is hardly worth responding to. But, by all means, please do continue. As a passage... as a passage in the sacred scripture of Karanism states...
I can never unhear it.
Sick burn, bro. He who gives a sermon to a monkey is himself a monkey.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you say to a dimwit. You get it anyway.
All I know is that I know nothing. Yeah, I know I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know shit. Ah, damn it.
Everybody's got something to hide except for me and my monkey.
But we saw Mr. Reddens perform a magic trick. He made his video camera disappear in the blink of an eye.
Well, I think it'd be pretty... That's too predictable, man. You must have been seeing things. I'm gonna introduce you to a good eye doctor.
My eye doctor is the
Your
fucking...
eyesight, it's fucking terrible.
Hey, I use cocaine for my eyesight. I need you to understand that on the, like, while it would be pretty funny line, it cut off immediately. Like, while it would be pretty, you must be seeing things.
Nice.
If a connection as tenuous as that is all it takes, then every magician in the country could potentially build ill will towards the accused. I guess you're right.
Guilty. You're not the sharpest knife in the drawer, are you, short stuff?
I'm going to kill you. You
I
do
like
well.
the idea that, like, Apollo has, like, the anger button if you call Apollo short.
I can deal with air forehead. I can deal with that shit. You call me short, it's over. You would
Shorty.
do well.
Elric looking ass.
You would do well to cleanse that putrid mind of yours in the holy water of Mount Pony Pony. 3 days under a frigid waterfall, and even you should rise to the level of a monkey.
A numbskull for a numbskull.
Well, this numbskull has thick skin, so there.
I think I get what they're driving at. Even if he is a magician, it's not exactly a reason to bear a grudge against Trucy, is it?
Hold on! I can think of one person, one magician
on.
who has a reason to bear a grudge against Trucy. Or rather, one magician who has a reason to bear a grudge against True Grammar.
And that
Max
magician
Galactica.
Max Galactica, baby!
That's a better joke than the one I was going to say.
Sweeties!
And that magician is Christoph Gavin.
No, I was going to say, and that magician is George W. Bush.
He made 2 towers disappear from the New York skyline.
No, that was an advantage for George W. Bush, because then he could go to war and get oil.
That's true. That's true. Oh?
No way!
No.
No
No
way!
Nan Ray.
There's no way!
Is something wrong, Mr. Justice? What was that explosion noise in the court?
I stubbed my toe, Your Honor. Your Honor, the defense wishes to submit evidence at this time.
You know what I just realized? That is supposed to be like the whoosh, like noise from the original trilogy,
Yeah.
but like with the, I literally just put that
Bass
together now,
boosted.
because
Yeah,
they didn't
bass
use
boosted.
it because they didn't use it in Dual Destinies. So I forgot that it was like a thing. I see. Naruhodo, and what sort of evidence do you have?
Don't. What the fuck? Okay. No. What? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There you are. Evidence that points to the real killer. The one who had a motive to commit this crime.
Huh?
awful.
Domain expansion. Malevolent shrine punches you in the face.
Domain expansion. Malevolent kitten. And what have you come up with this time, Defense? Trucy Wright is the sole heir to Troop Grammari and its name. This puts her square in the crosshairs of one particular magician. And this piece of evidence points to that one person with a grudge against Miss Wright. The one where we canceled Mr. Rios.
Yes.
Take that!
Your ass got canceled on Twitter!
Mr. Rios, Mr. Rios.
Mr. Rios was
Mr. Rios. Oh, Mr. Rios. And who exactly are you naming, Mr. Justice?
13 years ago, the great Mr. Rios belonged to Troop Grammari. But then the troop ousted him, and Mr. Rios vowed to get revenge on them someday. Why he didn't do it when Troop Grammari was kind of at the peak of a bunch of shit, I don't entirely know. But
Well, what happened was pretty much immediately, Troop Grammari fell into. I don't know. Ruin themselves.
And what better way to accomplish that than through the ruination of their sole heir?
Well, Mr. Rios is the victim, Mr. Justice.
Stop!
Whoa.
Stop! Stop!
Oh.
We're back. Named Deed Man as your suspect.
Jesus. But is he really dead?
Was that a vintage cat on keyboard moment?
No, that was my computer just being weird.
Okay. What do you mean, is he really dead?
If the fact that Mr. Rios is the victim is what's throwing you off, then how about we consider this possibility? God, look at his
Snatched
ass.
as fuck.
What if the man who died on that stage yesterday wasn't Mr. Rios?
I love just like the Clay Terran head, the snatch ass, and then the fucking like gay signaling like keychain on the back.
Carabiner!
Yeah.
Nothing better than some Clay Terran head.
Yeah, there you go.
What? You. Hold on.
No, we don't have it.
We don't have it in this one.
Oh, we don't have it? No!
No.
Oh, damn it.
It's in the other one. Do you want to hop and call on the other server real quick?
No.
Real quick. You mean the victim was an imposter?
It's the best we can do. Thanks.
Nick! Wake up! They hit the fucking
Not
courthouse!
Mr. Rios? Then what about the real Mr. Rios?
It would mean the real Mr. Rios is still alive.
Hey guys, it's me, Sam Thunderjaw.
That's absurd.
I still don't have one.
Oh, you still don't have a sound?
No.
Oh, God. I will get you a sound.
No. I get it. I'm not that funny. I
No!
understand.
No! Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Mr. Justice, who is the real Mr. Rios if not the victim of the...
I need to go.
I can re-record Enmedio these nuts because
Let's
I'm
go.
saying it.
I need to go. I need to play Tony Hawk. It's all coming together now. I finally see the gimmick. The trick to this entire case. This should explain everything, Your Honor. The real killer. The one who hated Troop Grammari and wanted to sully its name. Sorry, he's really pretty. The magician lurking in the shadows who set up a fake Mr. Rios in his stead.
The Jonkler.
The Dronkler! What are you calling me back for? I'm trying to, like, do prison time. The real Mr. Reyes is the great Mr.
Mike
Reyes.
Wiggins, baby!
Is Phoenix right?
It's Emma Sky, baby.
Take that!
The only man.
The only guy
Yes.
who's not Phoenix.
The, but
It's
that's-
me.
Sans Undertale. Yes. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is.
Roger Rettens is the real Mr. Reyes.
Let's go. What?
Him?
Me when I am
Objection.
announced the truth in 2016.
Oh, hollow red. Oh, yeah, oh, hollow red pepper. Your impotent seeds sprout naught but meaningless empty words. You can't possibly have proof to support such an outlandish theory.
Not bad for a soap opera. But not even diehard fans of the stick around pilot.
Sir, have you seen Gravity Falls? You want proof? Well, I've got proof. I can prove it by proving that the Mr. Reyes in yesterday's magic show was a fake. And to do that,
We need to talk about parallel universes.
I just need you to look at this spot on this poster.
Take that!
This is the injury Mr. Reyes sustained while practicing a magic trick 13 years ago. However, the video the victim shot of himself shows no trace of that injury.
Oh my, you're absolutely right. It's almost as if an injury has healed over the course of
This is 13 years! Now, it's almost as if every cell of your body has fucking regenerated over 7 years. So, now, Mr. Rettens, what do you suppose we'd find if we took a look at your right forearm? Is there by chance a nasty 13-year-old scar under that sleeve of yours?
Nasty.
Is there a nasty scar? Strip for this court! Well, Mr. Rettens, why don't you roll up your sleeve and let the court have a look? Or are you hiding something else up there?
Do a Gypsy Rose Lee style striptease. Do it, King. I'm tired.
Come on now. I have nothing up my sleeve. I don't need to hide anything up there. Because I require no trick. For you see, my magic is the real deal. Is this what you were hoping to see?
I'm liking what I'm seeing.
There it is! The scar!
Man, you really just roll the sleeves up on a guy, and I'm like, hello. Just as I thought.
Yeah, just use a sleaze bag, but then he
That's
tips
hot!
he tips his Mambo number 5 fedora. Or-
And rolls his sleeves up, and it's like, oh.
Man, I know they've said that, like, the forearm, tits of a man.
The forearms are the tits of a man, alright? Also, his actual tits. But the
Yeah,
forearms are a
that's it.
close second.
That's right. I'm the forgotten magician, abandoned to the dark understage of history.
That's also because, like, his little cardigan is looking a little bit like a cape.
A cape, yeah.
I love Detroit Become Human.
The great Mysterious. This.
It's totally.
Absurd!
Hi.
I'm also here. I'm very confused. Look at my cunty little boots.
Ho ho ho. Jolly, wouldn't you say?
How jolly.
That this odious mark, carved into me by Grammar Eye, would bring me back into the limelight once.
strange are the karmic threads before me. If the witness is the real Mysterious, then who is the victim who perished in the magic show?
He was but a fan. I met him on one of my programs several years ago. He said he'd become a magician out of admiration for the great Mr. So I killed him. In confidence, I told him I
So I
didn't.
tricked him.
Let him take on my mantle. And when did this man take over for you? About 2 years ago. I taught him my tricks and even acted as his producer.
Honestly, that's kind of a sick fucking gig.
And so a mere amateur became a popular magician overnight. Courtesy of my magic on the stage we call television. Hope you enjoyed the show. It is actually
I did not.
It is actually a really kind of cool, like, bit that, like, after being a magician, venture is TV producer. Smoke and mirror.
It's so cool. Mr. Rettins, or should I say, Mr. Reyes. In your hatred of Troop Grammari, you killed the victim, Mr. Mystery. And then set up Miss
Also, he
White-
had a better name than me. What the fuck was up with that?
Yeah, also, he had a cooler fucking name than me. And, and then set up Miss Wright to take the fall, didn't you? You did it all just to tarnish the Grammari name.
Oh, jolly. I have no idea what you're talking about, lad. I set up the prank, that much is true, but it was simply a harmless joke on Juicy, I assure you. Yet she learned of the plan and made use of it to commit murder. That is how strongly the criminal element runs in the blood of these.
Objection!
God, I hope your tell has something to do with the coins, but if a secret prank plan that very few people knew about, couldn't you have been the one to use it for murder instead?
Ugh!
His head!
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Stop being hot. Okay. What the heck was that?
I'm learning all one has to do. Step 1, roll up sleeves. Step 2, become magician.
My standards are on the floor.
Heed my words, lawyer lad. Reality slipping. Okay, they would fucking kill him. Like, wouldn't he? Like,
What?
Yeah, he would.
I do believe I told you my magic is real. That employs neither tricks nor gimmicks.
Enough with the ambiguity. Why don't you make your point already?
My alibi is as pristine as ever. Wouldn't you agree, Prosecutor Sudmati?
Yes, I suppose that is correct. The witness does have a solid alibi. What? Recall, defense, that at the time of the magic show, Mr. Reddens was at Take-Two TV. A fact that many people can easily attest to. Ugh! That's right. Forgot all about that.
Oh. What do you think, Your Honor? Would you like me to testify on the matter? Yes, I think you'd better. Please tell the court more about your alibi. Very well then. On with the show. Are you watching, Magnifique Grammari? The time has finally come for my magic to snuff out your precious pedigree.
Bars.
Is that you, Excelsius winner? The Grammari line will be no more.
The glare in the glass is actually really cool, though.
It's
Celsius
so cool.
winner?
Yeah.
No, that's not his fucking name.
That's his
Yeah.
fucking name.
Bernie was right there!
It's fine. It's literally
It's
fine.
fine.
He's the same character. It's literally fine. He's the same character.
I never really met him when I played the game, so I talked to him like once.
I was at the TV station at the time of the Penrose. I was busy working on another TV program. I could spare no time for the magic show. Do ask my staff if you doubt my claim. And there it is. Simple and perfect alibi. No tricks, no gimmicks. Just the truth. Do you understand now, perhaps? I did not grace the theater with my presence until after the incident. So how could I have committed the murder?
His staff did say he was there at the station. So it sure does sound like a rock-solid alibi.
But that can't be right. If Mr. Rettens is the killer, he'd had to have been at the theater.
There's gotta be a hole somewhere in this story.
Mr. Rettens was at the club?
He should have been at the club.
I assure you, there are no holes on Mr. Reyes' stage.
Not yet.
At least
Except
none
for-
before midnight.
Except
Not
for the
until I'm
three
through with you.
Except for the 3 I have got.
Hey!
Hey. No tricks, no gimmicks. True magic doesn't need trapdoors to escape through. Do enjoy my show to the fullest. And my real alibi.
Time for the magic show. Do ask my staff if you doubt my claim. A simple, perfect alibi. A perfect testimony!
A perfect testimony.
What other... Hold it! Shit. What was this other TV show you were working on?
Oh, I love the B section of this one. My own special project, you see. One moment. Perhaps this is more appropriate. It's a Ratings Raja special production. Yeah, hang loose. It's called Desperation Regeneration.
I love the end of time part 2.
I know, right?
He switched personas just to say that. Look, sometimes you switch personas to do one thing, it's fine.
It's called code switching.
It is called code switching. What's the show about?
Washed up has-been singers and comedians get together and share. The winner of the game is given a second chance at their career. A priceless prize for chumps who washed up too early in life. Sounds great, right?
Might I suggest you appear on that show, Mr. Justice?
After-
As the ex-lawyer who used to make ridiculous bluffs in court and sadly faded into obscurity.
As the guy whose game sold the worst in the series.
And let the Ratings Raja produce my TV debut? Not in this lifetime.
You have great reactions. Who knows? TV might be your true calling.
Hey! Whose side are you on?
In any case, I was overseeing production of this program during the Penrose performance.
This really is like the coolest shit.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Penrose. No, I was at the TV station.
Hold it!
But you did come to the theater eventually, isn't that right?
Indeed. Anxious to see how the show was. Let's see. My journey took about 10 minutes by car.
Could he actually have been at the theater during those 10 minutes killing the victim?
Oh, jolly, they say. Allow me to Allow me a stab at reading your mind. Ah. Could I have been at the theater during those 10 minutes, killing the victim?
How in the...
But no, I took a taxi. The driver can attest to that. Feel free to call the taxi company if my word does not satisfy you. Driver is a big fan of the ratings Raja. I even gave him my card.
He gave the driver his card. That's very clever of him.
Might as well give it up, lad. Questioning real magic? Fool's errand. Besides, you know very well what I was doing at this.
Wait. Wait. No, he had to have been there. Because you
What?
asked for her to sign this contract.
When?
I assumed this was the contract we saw her sign.
No, I think we saw her sign something. But you know, it didn't have to be him who gave it to her. I think the staff member isn't supposed to be him.
I mean, well, you had to have been there, if nothing else, to set this shit up, right? I mean, you weren't. Shit.
Hold it!
I've got it. Do you have a brother? A brother looks exactly like you, maybe.
Again with the twins business.
Listen, if it works, it works.
Secret siblings are so cliche. You think an audience will let you get away with using the same gimmick twice in a row?
I don't know. They've been letting us get away with it a few times in this series. If you do not believe him, Defense, why not investigate for yourself? Though I'm sure your efforts will prove to be thoroughly fruitless. Yeah, I guess twins theory is a little far-fetched.
The perfect alibi, huh? It's no good, Apollo. I can't find a hole anywhere. And I looked.
There's gotta... What? There's gotta be some kind of trick to it. I just know there's a trapdoor in there somewhere.
Alright, so that leaves one last statement to press.
Hold it!
How do we know those staff members aren't in cahoots with you?
I'm making my business to perform solo. My magic has neither need nor want of assistance. After all, one of them could reveal the secrets behind my magic.
So he doesn't trust anybody, huh? He's the complete opposite of Trucy. There were many people there in the studio audience who saw the witness as well. Even if he had been able to persuade his own staff to cover for him, he could not have convinced so many complete strangers to do the same.
He really has made a rock-solid alibi for himself.
Yeah, it's almost too good, you know? It's eerie how perfect it is.
Has all been revealed to you now?
No. Ugh, his alibi really is airtight. Stop clicking on OBS.
I believe we've heard enough. While I believe the witness does indeed harbor some against the defendant, there is no reason to doubt that he was at the TV station at the time of the...
Yes, the facts prove it was possible for the witness to have been involved with this crime. These last rites for the victim have dragged on long enough. The soul of the victim himself is so bored that it is resting on top of Your Honor's head.
It is?
No. The time has come. Let us punish the sinner and guide the victim's soul to the Twilight Realm.
Apollo, Trucy will be thrown in prison, and we'll be out of a job. But if you catch tasty fishies, will you sell me some at a good price?
I told you I have absolutely zero intention of going off on a tuna boat!
I guess he does say think justice, that's fair.
Think justice, you have to figure this out. It's no use.
It's no use.
It's no use! I can't find a single flaw. So what now?
Pete Capella would be a good voice actor for Apollo, I think. Oh, jolly, you say. Behold my never-ending magic show. Come for the awe-inspiring showmanship of the great mysterious.
I am, don't worry.
And stay for my grand illusion until the end of time.
Wait, is he saying that we're still trapped inside some sort of illusion of his?
It's cold.
It's fucking cold. Could it be? You know what, Mr. Reddens? I guess we have all been spectators to the elaborate illusion you've prepared for us. An illusion that has subtly turned our attention towards something you wanted us to see.
Huh.
Have you got something, Apollo?
I just remembered something Trucy said about misdirection. What a magician says is there really isn't, and what they say isn't there actually is. If we've all been taken for a ride by Mr. Reddens' magic, then maybe he's made us see something that wasn't really there. It's time to rethink all of my assumptions about this case. What have we been made to believe was there when it actually wasn't? What have we taken to be the absolute facts of the case? If I reevaluate the validity of all these things, then just maybe Athena, there's something uncanny about this case.
Okay, what is it?
Reddens' alibi. It's too perfect.
That's true. It's like it's impossible to break, no matter how hard we try.
But maybe that's the trick. Maybe that's exactly what he wants us to think.
I'm not following.
We're not making any headway here because we've been so focused on breaking his alibi.
Oh, I think I get it. You're saying he's using misdirection on us, right?
It's definitely a possibility.
Would the defense care to share with everyone what it's discussing over there? If you have secrets, I hope you brought enough for the rest
This is
of
for
the
the whole class. Your Honor, we believe that if we were to reconsider a certain assumption, we may finally arrive at the truth. In fact, I think we'll even finally see who's hiding behind the curtain, so to speak.
What is this certain assumption you're thinking of?
This is the one key assumption we've been taking for granted the whole time. What if the culprit was somewhere other than the theater at the time of the crime? What if there was some way to commit the murder without actually being there? If that were the case, then Mr. Renz's perfect alibi would become irrelevant.
Objection.
How could one person stab another to death without a sword? No. How could one person stab another to death with a sword without physically being there?
The first
Furthermore-
question was also very important.
That was
to know.
also an important question. Furthermore, we all saw what appears to be the culprit's shadow in the footage.
Objection.
But couldn't we just as easily assume that the shadow does not belong to the culprit?
Well, it's not the culprit. Whose is it?
I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm on the right track. We've all seen something that looks like this shadowy shape before, Your Honor, during the magic show itself.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking finally.
In that case, please point it out. Alright, so now you're gonna show us the first shadow.
Fucking finally.
I think it's after the puff.
Yeah.
Poof.
There it is.
Me and the club.
Take that.
In the club, we all fam.
In the club we all found. Doesn't the shadow resemble the suspicious shadowy figure?
Now that you mention it, it does, doesn't it?
It looks like a speeding penis. Miss Wright, could you identify this shadow for the court?
It's a penis.
It's a penis.
Let's see. I believe that's Mr. Hat's shadow.
Let's see. Could you let me think about it?
It's from when he's being pulled up from the stage to the catwalk overhead by wire.
I was thinking that
Then-
too.
I gave you! Then, could this shadow that's shown later in the footage be Mr. Hat, too?
No, that's not possible. After Mr. Hat was pulled up to the catwalk, he stayed up there.
In other words, hold my hand, the second shadow is from some other figure being pulled up.
Some other figure. I'm afraid you'll have to be more specific than that, Mr.
He's right. We've come this far. I'll just have to figure it out from the clues I have on hand.
What is the second shadow shown in the footage? So if it's not Mr. Hat...
Can I watch the footage?
Yeah.
In silence again.
In awkward silence. Sugar, sugar!
Do 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 do
So that's Mr. Hat, right? Getting pulled up.
I just need to see where the other
Great
one
job,
happens.
guys.
Nice job, guys. Okay. So she's stabbed. Takes off the thing. Body.
Oh, it's the counterweight. I mean, it's the counterweight, but I don't know how to...
What was used as the counterweight?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
This is a bucket.
A bucket.
It could have been. I don't fucking know.
No.
It's not heavy
Oh,
enough.
fuck, no, it would have been something we found up there, wouldn't it? Oh my god, how do you want me to say this?
What are you thinking?
I mean, I'm thinking it was the fucking counterweight. I don't know how you want me to say that.
What is it like? It's not like something. It's not something that's not in the. It's not something that's not in the. That's not in the.
It's not in the court record.
No, it is in the court record.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's not something that's not in the court record. I'm finishing your sentence.
Well,
Anyway.
you have to think a little outside the box.
Oh, I'm not good at that.
You gotta
know that.
Gyaku that 10. My badge.
If it helps, you can look at things like one at a.
It's not the bucket.
My
I don't know
only
what the answer
option's
is, but I know
here!
it's not the bucket.
I'm trying to think what... Because we would have found it up on the catwalk. And we don't have any of the shit that we found on the catwalk. The only thing that I can think makes sense is the sword stand.
No.
No, at least you're pretty. No, heart, hope this helps.
When it, I'm trying to figure out like how to get you on this path because it's really clever.
I know,
But I'm trying to
it's
figure out how to get
it there. While you're thinking, I want to say that had the same energy of I was playing Portal 2 with Aaron last night, and like that really he now knows the torture
Yeah.
of getting me to figure something out.
Well, Portal is tough. Yeah.
Portal, it's fun, but sometimes it
At
was
least you can,
literally
like,
like,
walk
do
around.
this one thing, and I'm
Yeah.
like, what am I supposed to be looking at? And he's like, just
Okay.
please. I mean, oh. Well, maybe. Well, no. No.
What's he got attached to his butt?
It's the fucking... Okay. That would make a lot more sense, actually. Okay. I'm back on board. Let's go.
I'm like, it's the body.
It's him.
I'm back on board. If we consider what was happening, on the stage at the time, there's only one answer. The shadow belonged to the fake Mr. Rias. In other words, hold my hand, Mr. Man of Mystery.
The victim?
Please, take a look at the prank plan script. Mr. Mystery was to pretend to be dead and then fly up into the air after that. Isn't that right, Mr. Reddens?
Indeed. And what of it? Oh, good for you. And how
Oh,
was
good for you, and how was it? I contend that that's exactly what happened. Look at his ass. The victim was wearing a stunt harness around his grabbable waist. It was most likely attached.
Snatchable waist.
Look at that snatch, but I could put my whole hand around that. It was most likely attached to a stunt wire so that he could be pulled up into the air.
So you're suggesting that after pretending to be dead in the coffin, the victim flew up into the air just as the prank script says?
And nobody saw this? Exactly. We just couldn't see him go flying up because the dragon was blocking our view. What?
Yeah. Think about it. It's the counterweight. The huge dragon is falling.
It was the second time the counterweight, yeah.
I guess if the cord's long enough, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And that last trick, ladies and gentlemen, is the true pièce de résistance of the culprit's murderous magic show.
Also,
We're
you're
speaking
not
French now.
you're
We're
not
doing
looking
French now.
at what's you're not looking at what's behind it when there's the huge fuck ass dragon falling right.
He was on the stage!
Don't tell me. You've got it all figured out?
Yes, I think so. I'm just saying it looked like the shadow was going up before the dragon hit the ground. Which is what threw me off.
Yeah, it's just that one camera angle.
Yeah. Which is misdirection, which is making me look like a fool! If we can just look beyond Mr. Renton's last bit of misdirection, we should finally be able to see the real truth. The victim must have been pulled up to the catwalk, just like Mr. Hat. And hit the cushioning up there with considerable force. Just have to figure out what else happened up there at that time. It's the reverse
Cushion
of
with considerable force.
It's the reverse of
I'd like
at
to
my
make him hit the
funeral I
cushion.
hold a closed casket. They open it up. My body is not there. Everybody panics. Suddenly I drop from the ceiling as fucking Funky Town plays.
Are you ready to elabor?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm ready.
In that case, please answer me riddle me this.
Riddle me this.
Why did the culprit make the victim fly up and...
No, you looked very dead already. Did you? Wait, did you?
No, because he was
But why would he
want
want to hide it?
I have it clipped. Hold on, I need to check Twitch clips real quick.
What?
I won't. I don't have the time. But we have the moment of us seeing the body for the first time where I was like, no, not my rebound. I thought there would have already been blood there. Just why did the culprit have the victim fly up after he appeared in the coffin? And how did the victim actually die when he was only pretending to be dead in the coffin? If we can figure out how these two questions relate, the answers should become clear. Could it be? See that? That's the shot I wanted. That's all I needed.
See, you can't see the
Mystery.
blood.
Yeah.
If there is or not. Misdirection. Camera angles.
Misdirection. Woo! That's
I
hot.
love Ghost Trick Phantom Detective.
God, that's hot. Mr. Mystery must have thought he was still just part of a prank when he appeared on stage. He probably didn't suspect a thing as he was being pulled into the air. After Miss Bright was pulled backstage and just as the set piece fell. But the culprit had already planted the real murder weapon in a cushion in the catwalk. It was probably a knife or blade of some sort.
What? You mean...
Yes, it really was a magical murder. This really was a magical turnabout.
This really was a magical turnabout.
Just as the prank script said, Mr. Mystery was whisked up into the air.
Oh.
That's what it'll look like when I'm through with him. And straight into a blade there in the catwalk.
Yeah, I saw that coming a mile away.
As I saw him. In other words, hold my hand, the murder was committed remotely through the use of a magic trick.
What?
Using this method, it wouldn't matter where Mr. Rettens was at the time of death.
Man's committed murder on Zoom!
Man's committed murder on fucking Google Teams!
Ah. Google Teams?
Is it not Google Teams? Is it just Teams?
It's Microsoft Teams and Google Meet.
Excuse me, I don't give a shit.
I know. How exactly does it work, Mr. Justice?
Physics. Physics. Just before the murder occurred, I made this. I had Emma Sky
Oh my
stay
God,
up all night to make this.
I fucking love Apollo Justice. This is just straight up like the Apollo Justice CG, you know?
The thing that would fucking burn your DS. The
Yes.
dragon set piece was up in the catwalk, and Mr. It were connected to each other. It and Mr. Man of Mystery were connected to each other by a wire.
He's penetrating his butt with a long penis.
With a long stick. By carrying out the prank plan, Betty made the dragon set piece fall, which caused Mr. Mystery to rocket straight up into the blade in the cushion. So Betty's going to jail. The cushion was high up enough to be hidden from the audience's view. That's why nobody saw the blade. Van Zeke's looking ass.
Oh! Then that big gash in Mr. Hat's cape!
The blade must have been set up overhead sometime before the magic show. Mr. Hat must have been slashed by it too when he was pulled up to the cushion.
Which is why there's a slash.
I can't believe it. I had no idea. I was told that Trucy would freak out if I made the set piece fall. That's the only reason I did it. Sorry, Toby. You were used, Betty. Roger Reddens used you.
Wow, women being used.
I thought he was my little puppet to boss around. But it was the other way around.
I thought we lived in matriarchy, but unfortunately, we live in patriarchy.
Patriarchy. After the incident occurred, Mr. Rettens arrived at the theater. He got the murder weapon and swapped the rubber sword with the bloodied steel one. That's also when he lowered the victim's body down to the stage.
But how did he have time to do all that?
When the set piece fell, the audience was evacuated from the building. He was able to do all those things after the fact because there was no one around to see.
Horrific murder camouflaged by a spectacular magic show. That sounds like the kind of murder only a magician could pull off. Trucy right, it was you.
No! Max Galactica, get back here! As long as the show proceeded as it was scripted, Mr. Mystery was doomed to die. That's why it was you, Mr. Rettens, who killed the victim, all the way from the TV station. This prank plan, or should I say, murder plan, proves your murderous intent.
Samurai!
Sata!
Satura.
サトラ今おまどもさましで足し抜けたれがせよそろか
Thanks, Matt. Enough. You dim-witted, ignorant, imbecilic, putrid red pepper. You can't possibly have a counter-argument to make. Talk about not knowing when to let it go and move on. Do you have a rebuttal or something, Prosecutor Sadnati? No blade of any kind was found in the catwalk, which means you have no evidence to support your theory. But Mr. Reddens retrieved it after the fact! Which still leaves you with no way to prove your wildly fantastic remote murder theory. But without proof, does it not make more sense to believe that the murder was committed there on the stage? That's where the blood-stained sword was found, after all.
That is a very good point.
As the only person who could have committed the crime there on the stage, Trucy Wright remains the prime suspect. Ugh. It would appear that what you call truth is little more than a cheap parlor trick. In the end, you have done nothing to prove the accused's innocence. It is time at last to let it go and move on. Ugh.
Oh, you seeing this, Magnifique Gramarye?
Are you seeing this shit, Magnifique?
Are you seeing the shit, Magnifique Gramarye?
My magic is exacting punishment on your daughter. Gramarye name is done for.
Apollo, we need to hit them with a I almost said defensive. Damn it. I can't fucking read. I'm sorry.
Apollo,
guys, I'm
we need
sorry.
to hit them in the head right now so they forget what he said.
We need to hit them with a decisive piece of evidence here.
I know. That's just what I was thinking.
Mr. Justice, do you or don't you have anything to prove that the witness committed this remote murder you proposed?
Of course I do, Your Honor.
Oh, God. Sorry. You know,
Yeah.
this is gross. But you know sometimes when a little bit of stomach acid comes up?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate
yeah.
that shit. Hate
Bad.
that shit.
Nasty.
Very bad. Nasty.
Nasty.
All right.
Nasty.
This entire incident was carried out exactly according to the script.
Right. So, theoretically, there should be no evidence for us to find or use. Which means our best bet is to see if something unscripted happened. There's
love
gotta be
Dropout.
something Reddens couldn't have foreseen. And once I find it, that's how I'll expose his murderous trick. Get ready, Mr. Reddens, because I'm about to reveal the secret to your magic. There are no tricks or gimmicks here. Just some good old-fashioned logic.
I am now Sans Undertale. Go into my eyes!
Punch me, not a pro skater! As long as the magic show went as
Love
scripted,
visualization.
the murder would happen without fail.
Now
Everything
you're
in this
going-
case.
Now you're going, you're going forward instead of sideways.
Everything in this case was carefully planned so that no evidence would be left behind. Still, one thing happened that definitely wasn't in the plan. Bonnie fucking up! Ah! We're going to fucking hyperspace.
Alright,
Jesus.
now, be careful with doing this part.
Alright, Bonnie made a mistake during Trucy's escape trick. What mistake did Bonnie make? Her life,
Her life
choices.
choices. Her life choices. Click it.
No, I should never say a person's life choices aren't a mistake. I'm sure she can be a great magician someday if she works hard at it. Oh, good luck, Bonnie. Anyway, getting back to the case. What was it that Bonnie did during Trucy's escape trick? Oh, that's so
go.
mean!
Alright.
Apollo questions his life choices all the time.
Mr. Hat is placed in the wrong spot.
Because Bonnie placed Mr. Hat to the right of the coffin instead of
It gets
the left.
bigger and there's like sound effects going fast.
I can fucking hear it. Trucy had to reappear on the side of the coffin opposite to the one in the show's script. But the culprit didn't know that when he first arrived at the theater, which means he was bound to make a slip-up when he tampered with the crime scene. The fingerprints on the coffin. Right? So that's the only thing I would have... fuck.
Even if
That
she
wouldn't
did,
change the
that wouldn't
placement.
affect the placement on the outside of the coffin.
That she didn't
She
leave
didn't
any.
leave any. Yeah.
Okay. Thinking Trucy had appeared on the left, the culprit must have put the blood on the in the left hole. But the blood was eventually discovered in the right hole during the police investigation. If the killer had originally put the blood on the left side, that means he must have tampered with the scene again afterwards to make it line up with the facts. Just swapped the sides? Because wasn't it like you could assemble it in like any order?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good at this. We're ignoring the fuck up I made. Don't worry about that. Final Fantasy. That's right. The left and right panels of the coffins are entertained. The culprit must have switched.
Evangelion.
Evangelion. The culprit must have switched the two panels to make the bloodstain fit the facts. But the switch might have also given rise to something unnatural. Oh, I remember now. There was something unnatural about the coffin, and it's just the evidence I need.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah.
He still looks like a bug from the front. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. He looks so stupid. I love him.
I'm a little stag beetle. Fuck you. Sorry, Mr.
What's great is that great from, but it makes sense that all the prosecutors think he's an idiot because they can only see him from that angle.
Front. I hired this thing to stare at you. Sorry, Mr. Reddens, but I have some very conclusive proof of your guilt.
Another bluff, is it? There's no way you have anything of the kind. My magic is real, no trick.
Shut up! No, there are tricks and gimmicks to it, just like any other illusion.
What?
After the murder, you switched the left and right panels of the coffin, didn't you?
Ugh.
And because you did, you
Come
left
on,
behind
Sam.
something very
Welcome to
unnatural for
Japan.
us to find. This proves that Roger Rettens tampered with a crime scene after the murder took place.
Take a look at that. Remember?
Oh, the palms are reversed. That's right.
Because he put it back the opposite way.
That's right. And we were all like, oh, he could have turned around. And it's like, no, the fuck he couldn't have. What are you fucking talking about?
But that's not the way that he fell. So,
The
Yeah.
fingerprinting results.
thank you, Emma.
Thank you,
What
Emma!
What about the fingerprints is unnatural?
Let's take a look at the prints the victim left inside the coffin, shall we? If the victim was facing forward in the coffin, his print should have looked like this. However, what we found was they were facing the opposite direction. It's quite unnatural for the prints to be facing this way, wouldn't you agree? Ah!
It is strange, isn't it? How did they get this way?
They got this way because the culprit thought the magic show had gone according to script. The culprit thought Mr. Hat would be on the left side of the coffin.
Not
Not
Miracle
Miracle
Pop.
Pop.
And that Miss Wright would also pop up to the left of the coffin, as per the show's script. He then assumed she had thrust the sword into the hole on the left side of the coffin. That's why he put blood in the left hole when he was trying to cover up his crime. But sometime after leaving the bloodstain, the culprit must have realized his mistake. He found out that
Footage.
due to Bonnie's mistake, Mr. Hat was to the right of the coffin. And that despite the script, Miss Wright had thrust the sword into the hole on the right. In short, The hole with the blood in it was on the side opposite the one that Trilogy used.
It's confusing me because I always assume we're talking about like stage right.
I know. To make the blood's location fit the fact, he had to tamper with the evidence yet again.
I think introducing stage left and right
Would be
would make it so much more complicated for like the casual player for no reason.
so he tried to cover his tracks by switching the coffin's left and right panels.
Oh, and that's how the fingerprints in the coffin ended up backwards. Because the culprit switched the two side panels around, the prints ended up facing the opposite direction. Instead of going to all that trouble with the panels, why didn't the culprit just wipe the blood away and redo it on the other side?
I'm afraid that wouldn't have worked, Your Honor. Because of a little something called luminol testing.
Oh, right. Luminol. Almost forgot.
To make the clubhouse appear.
Luminol can detect trace amounts of blood, even if it's been wiped away, right?
That's right. Wiping the blood away would have only served as proof of his meddling. How about it, Mr. Reddens? I did a pretty good job figuring out your trick, didn't I? Stop clicking on fucking OBS! Jesus Christ!
Objection!
Trilogy Wright could have done the same just as easily. You have no proof that it was this witness who tampered with the evidence.
Objection!
But I do have proof. What? A person who was in the magic show would never have made the mistake of putting the blood on the wrong side. Least of all Miss Wright, who surely would have remembered she was on the other side.
Oh my, you're absolutely right.
Why, you impudent. Stop. I'm sure you've realized by now, Prosecutor Sadmati, that your claim that Miss Wright is the culprit just doesn't hold up. Bah! You and the accused are most certainly— I didn't even read what that said. Oh, really? Miss Wright— what did that even say? Oh, you and the accused are most certainly bound for hell. Really? Miss Wright and I. Because I think you're the one with a ticket there for trying to convict an innocent girl.
He said, go to hell.
Oh, that's gonna be a bitch to clean up. Ow. Oh, Jesus.
Prosecutor Sadmati, are you alright?
Do you have a dustpan? As for the true culprit, he is someone who knew how the show was supposed to go, but didn't actually see it. And someone who had the chance to tamper with the crime scene after the incident. And the only person who fits the bill is you, Roger Reddens. All of the secrets to your tricks have been revealed. And with no tricks left, I'm afraid your show has been cancelled. Permanently.
Let's fucking go.
Give it to me.
The camera move to the front is the best.
It's so hot.
All of my secrets have been revealed, you say.
Dolly zoom. Okay.
Don't make me laugh, boy. Mine is the true, real magic. There are no secrets to reveal.
Behold, ladies and gentlemen, the power of
It's so weird seeing mocap.
witness a magic far greater than Troop Grammarite. Burn. Crumble.
I forgot about this.
Fall to my furious flames. The great Mr. Rias will bring an end to you all. And now for the final heir to the Grammarite name. Right here, right now. You too shall be— Huh? No, this isn't right. I didn't do anything wrong. No, it's not my fault. I'm not the one to blame. I'm the victim here. Stop! No! Curse you, Grammar!
That's fucking awesome.
Oh, ew, ew, ew. That fucking was so unnecessary. That's so fucking creepy.
Curse those Grammar. It's all because of them. Even now they wound me. Curse them all to the abyss!
You could have said hell. We've been getting away with saying it. Come on, man.
Do you really hate us that much? Does your hatred run that deep? Deep enough to kill an innocent man?
You're damn right! You have no idea what humiliations I have to suffer. Your grandfather, Magnifi Grammar Yi, kicked me out after I got hurt practicing my magic.
That sounds like something he would do.
He said I was too unskilled, that I would mess up on stage. He threw me out of the troupe just because he was mutation.
That sounds about right, yeah.
I was but a child. It was always my dream to become a great magician. But that Magnifi, he took it all from me.
But that's no excuse. That's no reason to do something so evil. Magic is supposed to make people happy, not used as a means for murder.
What's the big deal? Just used what I had available to me.
I get it now. That attitude toward magic is why my grandfather kicked you out. You don't deserve to call yourself a magician.
Don't deserve. I don't know about that. After all, you were completely taken in by my magic, were you not? If not for the lawyer over there, you would be on your way to prison as we speak.
You're right. I didn't see through your tricks.
You see? So in the end, Troop Grammar, I was defeated. Great Mr. Rias! You're not fit to lecture me from on high, Trilogy. You don't even deserve to call yourself a magician, you naive greenhorn! Take that, Grammar! You lose!
If anyone needs to learn to let it go and move on, it's this guy.
This court and my prison can both burn in the flames of my creation.
Damn, Max. Okay.
Damn, dude, where was that hiding? Shit!
Bailiff, take Mr. Rettens away. Bring a fire extinguisher just to be safe.
Damn, Max, where were you hiding that?
I haven't like actually. I don't know. I feel like I've been marking for several months because I feel like I'm gonna like pass out if I try to do anything. If I try to push it very hard.
Just be careful.
Do not hurt yourself. This isn't
I'm
worth
okay.
it.
Looks like we've reached the end.
I feel as though I've been watching a grand magic show.
Show's over, folks. Let's go home.
Let's go home.
It was close, but we just barely made it through somehow.
He was the jongleur all along.
Why does Trucy look so down?
Right?
Yes, Your Honor.
You good?
I'm about to announce my verdict. Could I see that wonderful smile? That smile of a true entertainer, as I do?
The only time it is okay for a grown-ass man to say, you should smile.
You look pretty when you smile.
That is... It works because of the context. That's not what...
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then. This court finds the defendant, Trucy Wright.
Hot!
Hot.
Milky! Yay!
Toby! Oh, Toby, do big
right
strokes.
there!
That's my girl right there! Toby, baby!
There's some like
Oh, good
actual
job!
like happy chants in there. There's like actual voices in there for once.
Yay!
Court is adjourned.
Santa Pally forgot to mention one little thing. Cha-chang. And I don't mean as alone. April 28th, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3.
I think the worst line in that is, with a package, or with some decorations bought at Mercedes.
Literally, it sucks. It's so bad. My favorite thing about Santa Buddy, right, is that I think it's still called Santa Baby, but it's Santa Buddy.
Yes.
But is that like
Wait, what?
so Michael Bublé?
yeah, Michael
Bublé.
Bublé.
I'm
homo
familiar.
version.
I've heard. I tell. What's the original line? Some decorations bought at.
But at
Tiffany's.
Oh.
Mercedes.
Mercedes.
Like,
no one
what
has
That
decorations
doesn't make
are you
any
buying?
sense. What, a car?
I guess like little ornament, like hood ornaments. But like
Maybe
hang them on the.
I'm-
I don't know. It sucks.
Oh yeah, and then
What a fucking
like
coward,
a
dude.
54 convertible
Convertible
to
to steel blue.
blue.
Men
That's
can't like light
stupid.
blue things. That's gay.
It's so dumb. Like if you are
The
not
entirety.
singing Santa Baby,
In
don't
an effort.
sing it.
In an
Just choose a
effort.
different song.
In an effort to make it not sound like you are in fact being a sugar baby, he made it gay.
He did. No.
In an effort to make it
he-
even straighter or more masculine,
He
made it so gay.
he called him at one point. He said Santa Poppy, which is 5 degrees
Santa
of
Poppy.
separation from Santa Daddy.
Poppy.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
Santa
that's
Poppy,
that's
Santa Buddy,
that's
Santa
a solid,
Pally.
like 1.5 degrees of separation. It is not that. It's not that far.
Santa Daddy.
Santa Baby slips in like one time.
And, like,
and then
like
the rest
twice,
of the time
like,
it's
right at the beginning. Then.
Yeah, it's the one at the beginning, and then there's one like halfway through that it says Santa Baby again, and then Santa Buddy, Santa Pally is in there, and it sucks.
Santa Pally.
Santa Pally.
Oh yeah, Mercedes
Adam
is the
Pally.
worst. And Steel Blue is really bad too. I was like, what? Or yeah,
Hold on.
instead of a ring, cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
I don't mean
Mean
as alone.
Instead of a ring, and I don't mean on the phone. Hold on, I have to look up. Hold on, Santa Baby.
Why are we
Michael
talking
Bublé.
about Santa Buddy?
It got stuck in my head.
Listen, you said
Hold on, hold on,
earlier-
hold on. I need you to
You
understand.
said earlier it's
Her
still
sister
Christmas
was
till
a
the 6th.
witch.
Oh, what was her sister?
No,
A princess. So,
I'm like,
so
no. The funniest part about that is like he is actually wrong because he's trying to argue that Glinda isn't a witch.
no, he's being sarcastic that the other guy called him a princess. I think.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't think that
anyway.
has
Everything,
context.
Polly.
Anyway, instead of I've been an awful good girl, it's I've been an awful good guy. And then the paragraph of think of all the fun I've missed, think of all the hotties instead of something
Fellas.
that I never kissed. Next year I could be just as good if you check off my Christmas list. That's still like, look at me, I didn't cheat on anyone, and you could read it as like, I didn't cheat on my wife, but it could be, I didn't cheat on you, Nikki baby. Like, hello?
Santa Daddy.
Santa Daddy? Santa baby, but he just always says Santa Daddy.
Santa Daddy. Alright. Oh, Trucy, grazie a Dio. Now you can open your show tomorrow, just as planned.
Yep, and it's all thanks to you two.
Oh, but now that Mr. Reyes is gone, I'll need to find somebody to replace him. Stares directly into the camera.
I don't like the
You
way she's
player.
looking at me. I don't like the way she's looking at me.
I am happy to, hello, I am Masahiro Sakurai, and today I would like to announce the final fighter for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. You. The hand reaches out of the screen.
Trucy, I'm so sorry about everything.
Hey, what are you apologizing for? Roger Renton's used us. We're victims too. He even made me an accomplice to murder.
Yeah, speak for yourself, jeez. But, Betty, we have to take some of the blame for this too, you know? Even if we didn't know he was planning to kill Mr. Mystery, we did cooperate with him.
It's all my fault, isn't it?
Neither one of you is to blame.
Big stretch, Toby. Good boy.
The only one in the wrong is the person who used magic to commit murder, Roger Rettons.
Don't you think I know that? Say what you want, but don't think for a second that I don't still hate you.
I guess she really does hate me.
But, Betty, why? You used to be a huge fan of Trucy's.
Hey, shut up! I've always hated her.
Shut up!
Really? But if we hadn't seen Trucy's magic show, we never would have tried to become professional magicians ourselves, right?
Speak for yourself.
But Betty, you still have her autograph from that.
Ah, just shut up! Oh my god, she's a fucking
Ayo.
soon. She's a fucking soon. Was she acting that way this whole time because she secretly loves Trucy? Wow, Trucy. I never knew that being the best could be so tough. Come on, Bonnie, we're leaving.
God, I hate Shakespeare.
What? That's right, I
When I
said it!
really contemplate Shakespeare.
Come on, Bonnie,
I
we're
guess
leaving.
I hate the fact that he is everything I ever
Dream that I could be. We have to get ready for tomorrow's show.
You're
I
really
could give my
excited
left
about
neck
performing
to
with
be
Trucy
Shakespeare.
again, aren't you?
That's not true! So zip it, dummy!
Your voice
That is
goes
the
up,
most
like, 3
shrill
more octaves.
tsundere I've ever heard. It's so
Well,
awesome.
she's a bat! You gotta get up there!
That's good. Solid.
Polly? Do you think I really am a naive greenhorn?
Huh? No way. She's not.
Oh, do you want me to kill that guy for
For
you?
you? Because I will totally kill that guy for you. See you at improv
yourself,
practice. Bitch. If your
Just
wife
like
gets
her.
kidnapped, he ends the game. Just like her. Bitch.
Bitch. Yeah, no, exactly.
If you open a chest and you get a key, isn't that ass backwards?
Backwards?
This game's like a bunch of diarrhea dicks covered in gorilla poop.
I
Trucy,
don't remember that.
don't tell me you're taking what Retton said to heart.
Well, maybe a little.
There's something about gorilla poop in there.
I didn't see through his tricks, and I let myself be taken in by his magic. I can't trust myself anymore. Maybe he was right to call me a greenhorn.
You shouldn't take stock in his words. He doesn't even know the first thing about you.
Also, he did like the whole like Jonkler laugh.
He did the whole Jonkler laugh.
I don't think he's
very reliable as a person.
I don't think he's okay.
You're a wonderful Grammar magician. You should be proud of yourself.
Thank you, Apollo. But what makes you say that?
I know you're a wonderful Grammar magician because of this. Fire bucket that we never used.
Fire. Fireball.
Fireball. I didn't say how big the room was.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, it wasn't those.
My grandfather's notebook?
The Grammar Creed. A true entertainer always keeps a smile on their face.
All right, everyone, let's recite the villain creed. I'm. Do you know what that is?
Vaguely? Is it not Wreck-It Ralph?
It's the Wreck-It Ralph real-time fan dub.
Oh, okay.
And that was me going. Let's recite the villain's creed, and then it was fucking like Brian or something being like, "Oh!"
Boo. When you performed your magic trick in court today, you showed the world your dedication to your troops' creed. Even through all the jeering, you kept a smile on your face and won the crowd over. You are everything Magnifique could have hoped for in an heir. You're a great magician, Trucy.
A great magician? Me?
You really are. That's why
We're gassing you up.
you don't have to worry about what Redden said.
Oh, Polly. Thank you. Still,
You switched the swords because
I
you are
couldn't
a
have
good
done it
magician.
without you. I would have lost my nerve if I'd been alone up there. But I was able to keep on smiling because of you.
Me?
I remembered what you said to me in the detention center.
You swapped the swords because
doing
you're
that.
a good magician!
It's real. This is
I believe in
everything.
you, Trucy. And I believe in your skill as a professional magician. So I'm going to prove your innocence. Don't worry. You're going to be fine.
Hey, I guess the advantage of like having a case specifically focusing on Trucy is that even though like this is the majority of our Trucy content, I feel like if this had been a game where like Trucy was more present throughout, this would have been like sprinkled throughout, I guess, so it wouldn't have been so
Yeah.
potent.
Mm-hmm.
Your words were what kept me going. Apollo. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Says Apollo.
Now I can be everything I was meant to be.
Trucy's real smile is the best.
Yeah, it is.
I'm so glad I could help make that happen.
Oh, baby girl, I'm so glad you don't look dead inside anymore.
Oh,
And Emma's here to
Emma.
witness this moment.
I'm really sorry, Trucy. For everything.
But why?
Well, I wasn't able to convince Prosecutor Sadmati what a good person you are. And I had to testify against you, too.
The sad chewing.
Yeah.
So real.
You have nothing to apologize for. You are just doing your job.
You're too kind.
Oh, I don't know about... Huh? Is something wrong, Emma?
Oh, Jesus fucking.
Front facing Nayuta can't hurt you.
burdened with unnecessary.
That's such a fucking stance. Jesus.
Yeah.
He has a fucking infinity scarf on, and it's too long for us to see where it loops. Prosecutor Sadmati, what are you doing here? Detective Sky. Yes? I require your forensic expertise in order to close this case. Come, let us go. There's a piece of evidence that you need to sign off on before I can present it. Okay, be right there. Wait, Prosecutor Sadmati! Fuck. The trial is over, Mr. Justice. You and I are strangers once more, with no further need to interact.
Ouch.
Strangers? Have you really forgotten all about me?
What? Ooh, spicy.
Jack slapping.
1-800, are you slapping?
1-800, are you slapping?
Slapping the knees is the new he.
You've really changed, Nayuta. Telling me to let it go and stuff. What happened to you? Oh, lawyer of impure soul. I have nothing to say to the likes of you.
I went to Christian summer camp.
Are you serious, Nayuta? Now, if you will excuse me. I have to return to my home planet.
I have to return to my home country.
There he goes!
We sung it in like tritone there.
The Devil's Chord.
What the fuck was that, Apollo? How do you know Prosecutor Sadmati?
Let's just say we're old acquaintances.
I'm gonna take a page out of Mr. Wright's handbook and not say shit.
I've learned from the best.
Acquaintances. It seemed like something more than that.
See, he's giving more than Phoenix ever, even though he's still not giving much, you know?
Yeah.
Phoenix literally would just ignore and just
like,
the
well,
text,
let's go
the
get
text
dinner,
would-
guys.
The text would end, yeah.
Yeah. Well.
You don't like to talk about your past, do you? Because you always change the subject.
Yeah, well, the
Hey.
subject of my past keeps changing every game, so...
Listen, I can't.
so true.
That's true.
I can't deal with this from you and Daddy. Come on.
I
Someone
mean,
needs
the
to tell
joke-
me something. Do you ever
joke
want
is
to
that
talk
he
about your
keeps
emotions,
accumulating-
Polly? No. I
The-
do.
the
I
joke-
know, Athena. I'm sad. I know, Athena.
The joke is that he keeps accumulating backstories, but like they're not inconsistent with
They're
each
not
other.
contradictory,
They're all
as far as I know.
like different.
Well, after they
different
fixed
parts,
that one.
different parts of his life. No, that was always fine. That was a mistranslation. 2000.
Oh,
They
okay.
went fixed. I don't think I mentioned this. Maybe I did. There's a line in Apollo Justice that they changed in this release to match better with the events of what happens in this game.
No shit.
And it's the same line, and like it wouldn't have been a retcon in the original Japanese, but what it was in English because they mistranslated something or like translated something not specific enough. So they
Or I think
changed
too
it.
specifically.
Or
Was
too
it?
specific, and
Yeah.
then it became this. So they changed the line in this release, but we won't be able to talk about that until we beat
We
the
get
game.
there! I was gonna say, I don't remember you pointing anything out,
Yeah.
but also, it was a very long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll have to talk about it someday. But for now, come on, let's forget about the past and celebrate Trucy's future.
Sure, if you say so.
Wait.
Hey, it's Mr. Wright!
Put him on speakerphone, Apollo.
What's up, Mr. Wright?
Apollo! How's Trucy? What happened at the trial? Did you get a not guilty?
Mr. Wright, slow down. Everything's fine.
Hi, Daddy. I'm okay now.
Yeah, that's about right. That's my girl.
I got better.
I got better.
She was found not guilty in a very dramatic turnabout. Plus, we saved the office. It was a great victory for Apollo. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear about that thing about the office.
That's a load off my mind. I can't thank you enough, Apollo. Now I know I can trust you to hold down the fort anytime.
Hold the fort. Me? Really?
Yes, you. You're a real full-fledged lawyer now in my eyes.
Full-fledged lawyer. I still can't wrap my mind around it.
Thank goodness you were there to take care of everything. And thank you, Apollo.
No need to go that far, boss. Especially not in front of everyone.
Oh, and by the way, I won't be able to make it to tomorrow's show, so I was hoping you could go. You'll do that for me, won't you?
Fucking Dojima ass line.
Of course! I wouldn't miss it for the world!
I might be able to take the 4th and 5th off.
Full-fledged.
So Daddy asked you to come to tomorrow's show, huh? As my assistant, right?
As my assistant, right? No, he just asked me to go cheer you on.
Okay, then I'll be sure to save you the best seat in the house, Polly.
The best seat in the house? I really appreciate the thought, but
Good. Then it's settled.
throw him up in a box. Huh? Throw him up in a box.
Throw in a box!
April 29th. Penrose Theater. Stage.
Objection!
I should have known.
Yeah! Danganronpa ass off.
Captured.
This is what she meant!
Magical girl Trucy Wright will now perform her greatest illusion yet. There are no tricks or gimmicks here, ladies and gentlemen. This is real magic.
Wait a minute, you're kidding, right? This is a trick or a gimmick, right? I'm too young to die!
Now then, Mr. Hat, you know what to do with that sword.
No, wait, stop!
That is how Trucy in Grammar Island ended on a rousing high note.
Apollo's
I really
Soprano 1.
Soprano.
It occurred to me, I'm in like...
I didn't even know that Apollo's voice went that high.
It occurred to me I'm in like a different neighborhood than normal. I'm cat sitting for my mom. So like... Please no one call the cops. Holy shit. Holy shit. Clay baby, I'm coming for you.
With a big round of applause and Polly's ear-splitting screams.
You're welcome.
Chords
What kind of an
steel.
ending is that?
I stay silly. And you'll not see me for 3 more cases.
Bye, Trucy.
Yay, Trucy.
Amazing. What a great ass case. What do you think? What do you think, Kate? Is it team?
Peem.
Yay!
Team.
Very peem.
It all goes downhill from here.
And that's Spirit of Justice, folks. I hope you enjoyed.
And that's it. I hope you enjoyed.
No,
We'll be...
in all seriousness, like, I don't think I really have any major qualms with the rest of the cases. Like, I think the first one is just a lot to get through, and then the rest are all good to varying degrees. IMHO.
But next is episode 3, The Rite of Turnabout.
R.I.T.E.
Who the fuck
I'm
is that?
assuming.
Yeah, who the fuck is that? Next week, MJ
Not next
Chastain
week.
comes on the show.
Yeah. 2 weeks.
could probably
from
ask
now.
her.
From now.
We could probably ask her too, honestly.
That would be fun. We don't have to, but
But you also need a weird girl, Kate.
what do you mean? Kate is Rafa and Emma.
No, I'm
and-
Rafa.
No, Jack
No,
is
you're-
Rafa.
Oh, Jack is Rafa.
Yeah.
I'm Emma.
Oh, that's
but-
right. I gave
I've,
you
like-
right. That's right. I was
That
trying
was
to
a
I
last
have
split it
minute
up.
girl
text.
songs.
That's
Anyway.
true.
Yeah, I guess we're starting a new case next week.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2
Sorry.
weeks.
I'll be in South Dakota.
I guess until then, I get to fuck around for the next little while with stuff on stream because I'm bored and have nothing better to do. So, in the meantime, I hope you're all having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are. I feel so vindicated, honestly. I read that bitch
Why?
from day one. I'm so happy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I read that bitch from day one. And until next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.